Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve everything they set their minds to, while others struggle no matter how hard they try? What if I told you that success, happiness, and personal growth aren't about luck, money, or talent, but about 7 simple yet powerful habits that can completely transform your life? Yes, just 7 habits. That's all it takes to go from being reactive and stuck in the same routines to becoming unstoppable, focused, and truly effective in every area of your life. But here's the catch: most people never apply these habits correctly. And that's why they stay average. So ask yourself, are you really in control of your own life, or are you letting circumstances control you? Do you wake up feeling motivated, or do you constantly feel drained and overwhelmed? Are your relationships, career, and personal goals aligned, or are you running in circles? In this video, we're going habit by habit, breaking down exactly how the most successful people think, act, and achieve. And I'm going to show you how you can start applying these habits in your daily life starting today, so you can finally unlock your full potential. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you won't just understand the 7 habits, you'll know how to live them, and your life will never be the same again. Are you ready to take control, sharpen your saw, and become truly unstoppable? Let's dive in. Habit 1. Master your financial education. Knowledge is power. Imagine 2 people living in the same city, facing the same challenges. One works hard every day, but at the end of the month they barely have any savings. The other person seems to always have money flowing in, opportunities knocking, and their wealth steadily growing. The difference isn't luck. It's financial education, the first habit of truly wealthy people. Robert Kiyosaki emphasizes that the biggest problem isn't money, it's financial ignorance. Most people spend their entire lives working for money without understanding how money works. They earn, spend, sometimes save a little, but their money never grows because they don't know the rules of the game. Financial education is the key to turning money into a servant, instead of being a slave to it. Why financial education matters. Financial education isn't about reading a few articles or watching a couple of YouTube videos. It's about understanding the core mechanics of wealth, assets versus liabilities. Assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out. Many people confuse the two, buying expensive cars or luxury items, thinking they're rich, but these purchases are actually liabilities draining their wealth, cash flow. Wealthy people understand that the goal is to create positive cash flow, money coming in consistently from multiple sources, investments. Knowing how to invest wisely is what multiplies wealth. Stocks, real estate, businesses, and other passive income sources all require understanding and strategy. Without financial education, even a high-paying job will not make you rich. Money will come and go, but wealth creation requires knowledge, and knowledge turns into power, control, and freedom. How to apply habit 1 in real life. Read about money every day. Dedicate at least 30-60 minutes daily to learning about finance, investing, and wealth building. Read books, listen to podcasts, and follow credible financial educators. Don't just learn theory, look for strategies you can implement. Track your money religiously. Start a financial diary. Record every income, expense, investment, and liability. Knowing exactly where your money goes is the first step toward control. This simple habit can reveal surprising patterns and opportunities. Learn the language of money. Understand accounting basics, taxes, investment vehicles, and economic principles. Wealthy people speak the language of money fluently. This knowledge gives them confidence and control. Surround yourself with educated minds. Join forums, communities, or mentorship programs with people who are financially literate. Their thinking will influence yours, and you'll start seeing opportunities where others see problems. Practice what you learn. Knowledge without action is wasted. Start small. Buy one asset. Experiment with a micro investment or create a side hustle. Learn by doing, adjusting, and growing. Kiyosaki shares the story of his 2 fathers. One was his biological father, a traditional worker who believed in job security and steady paychecks. The other was his friend's father, who was financially savvy and taught him how money works. The first taught him to work for money, the second taught him how to make money work for him. That difference in mindset and financial education shaped his entire life and wealth journey. Imagine applying this today. You invest time in learning about financial markets. You buy assets that generate income, and you track every dollar. Slowly, you start seeing your money multiply while you sleep. That's the magic of financial education. This habit is as much about thinking as it is about action. When you master financial education, you stop fearing money. You stop living paycheck to paycheck. you start seeing money as a tool, a vehicle for freedom, independence, and opportunity. Every decision you make, spending, saving, or investing, is now strategic rather than reactive. Your financial intelligence determines your financial future. No matter your current income or background, you can learn, implement, and grow. Start today. Open a book, track your expenses, analyze an investment, and see your thinking change. When you embrace this habit, you are laying the foundation for true wealth, not just for today, but for decades to come. Kiyosaki's first habit is clear: knowledge is the ultimate wealth. Master it, and you hold the key to financial freedom. Ignore it, and no amount of income or luck will make you truly rich. Habit 2. Pay yourself first. The power of saving before spending. Imagine a river flowing through your life. Every month, income comes in like fresh water. Most people, however, let the river flow straight out through endless expenses: rent, bills, shopping, eating out, entertainment. By the time they think about saving, there's hardly anything left. This is the trap most people fall into. Habit 2. Pay yourself first flips that river completely. It teaches you to control your money instead of being controlled by it. Robert Kiyosaki repeatedly emphasizes that wealth is not about how much you earn, it's about how much you save and grow. And the first step to that is prioritizing yourself. This habit is simple but transformative. Before paying bills, before paying anyone else, put a portion of your income aside for yourself, your future, your freedom, your investments. Why paying yourself first works? At first glance, it might feel counterintuitive. Bills are due, groceries need to be bought, rent has to be paid. How can you pay yourself before everyone else? That's precisely the mindset shift this habit demands. Breaks the cycle of scarcity. Most people live paycheck to paycheck because they spend first and save whatever is left, usually nothing. Paying yourself first reverses the priority, ensuring wealth accumulation becomes a non-negotiable habit. Builds discipline. Consistently setting aside money strengthens financial discipline. It teaches delayed gratification, which is a key trait of every wealthy person. Creates investment capital. The money you pay yourself first doesn't just sit in a bank, it becomes fuel for investments, business ventures, or assets that generate passive income. Kiyosaki often highlights that financial freedom isn't about earning more, it's about saving smartly and investing wisely. When you pay yourself first, you automatically start building that freedom. How to apply habit 2 in real life. Decide your percentage. Most financial experts, including Kiyosaki, recommend starting with at least 10% of your income. For beginners, even 5% is okay. What matters is consistency. The key is to never touch this money for daily expenses. Automate the savings. Treat paying yourself first like a bill. Set up automatic transfers to a separate savings or investment account as soon as you receive income. Out of sight, out of mind, but growing every month. Separate accounts. Have at least 2 accounts, one for spending and one for paying yourself first. This makes it psychologically easier to leave your wealth account untouched. Invest your savings. The money you pay yourself first should not just sit idle. Use it to buy assets that generate income. Mutual funds that compound over time, real estate that earns rental income as stocks or dividend-generating shares, small businesses or digital products. This ensures your savings grow while you sleep, instead of being eaten by inflation or careless spending. Start small, scale gradually. Even if you can only save a small amount at first, consistency is more important than size. Over time, increase the percentage as your income grows. Habit 2 is about building momentum, not instant wealth. Kiyosaki tells a simple story from his own youth. When he started earning, he didn't splurge on fancy gadgets or entertainment. Instead, he set aside a small portion of every paycheck, no matter how tight things were. That money went into small investments. Over years, those small, consistent savings compounded into significant financial security. Think of it like planting seeds. Each dollar you pay yourself first is a seed. If left alone, nurtured and invested wisely, it grows into a tree that bears fruit year after year. That tree doesn't just provide money, it provides freedom. The freedom to make choices without fear. The true power of paying yourself first lies in changing your relationship with money. Instead of chasing money frantically or letting it slip through your fingers, you command it, direct it, and make it work for you. When you make paying yourself first a habit, you stop living reactively and start living proactively. You build confidence knowing that no matter what expenses come your way, your future is secured. You start thinking in terms of wealth creation, not just consumption. Most people wait until they have enough money to save. Kiyosaki flips this thinking. Saving first creates enough. By consistently paying yourself first, even modest amounts become powerful over time through compounding and smart investments. Here's the reality. Wealth isn't about chasing more income, it's about making your money work for you. Paying Yourself first is the foundation of every rich person's financial strategy. It's simple, but it requires discipline, focus, and foresight. Start today, decide a percentage, automate your savings, and watch as your small, consistent actions create financial momentum. Every dollar you pay yourself first is a step toward freedom, independence, and real wealth. Kiyosaki's second habit proves one thing: you don't need to earn a fortune to be rich, you need the habit of putting yourself first. Build this habit and you will never look at money the same way again. Habit 3. Make money work for you, creating passive income. Imagine living a life where money flows toward you even when you're sleeping, on vacation, or spending time with family. Sounds like a dream, right? But this is exactly what habit 3 is all about: learning how to make money work for you, instead of working tirelessly for money. Robert Kiyosaki calls this habit the key to true financial freedom. And it separates the wealthy from the rest of the world. Most people live trapped in what Kiyosaki calls the rat race, a cycle where income is only earned by trading time for money. They work 9 to 5 or even longer, and the moment the work stops, so does the income. Their freedom is limited, their choices constrained, and their future tied directly to their paycheck. Habit 3 shatters this cycle by teaching a fundamental truth. Real wealth grows when money earns money. The difference between active and passive income. Kiyosaki often emphasizes the distinction between active income and passive income. Active income: this is the money you earn directly by working your salary. Freelance work or wages: it's limited because there are only 24 hours in a day. No matter how skilled or hardworking you are, you can only earn so much. Passive income: this is money earned with little to no ongoing effort once the system is set up. It includes rental income, dividends, royalties, interest from investments, or profits from automated businesses. Passive income continues to flow whether you're awake, asleep, or traveling the world. Kiyosaki says the secret to wealth is shifting your focus from active to passive income. The more sources of passive income you build, the faster you escape the rat race. Why passive income is a game changer: freedom of time. When money works for you, your time is yours. You no longer trade hours for dollars. You gain the freedom to travel, explore, learn new skills, or spend time with loved ones. Financial security: passive income acts as a safety net. If one income stream dries up, others continue to flow. This protects you from the unpredictability of life, job loss, emergencies, or market fluctuations. Compound growths: passive income sources often grow on their own. For example, a well-chosen stock portfolio or a rental property appreciates over time, multiplying your wealth without additional effort. Kiyosaki emphasizes, the goal is not just to earn money, but to create systems and assets that continuously generate money for you. How to apply habit 3 in real life: start small. But start today. Many people hesitate because they think creating passive income requires huge capital. This is a misconception. Even small steps, if consistent, lead to growth. Invest in a dividend-paying stock, start a blog that can generate ad revenue, or create a digital product. Invest in income-generating assets. Kiyosaki's golden rule is buy assets, not liabilities. Real estate, rental properties, REITs, real estate investment trusts, or Airbnb rentals can provide regular cash flow. Stocks and dividends, share ownership in solid companies can earn dividends while the stock appreciates in value. Digital products, ebooks, courses, or software that can be sold repeatedly without additional production costs. Businesses, start a small business with automated systems, where profits continue without you being actively involved. Leverage time and effort. Passive income is not about doing nothing, it's about doing something smart once that continues to generate income over time. Kiyosaki compares it to planting a tree. You water and nurture it initially, but once grown, it bears fruit for years. Avoid the pitfalls of debt. Not all passive income strategies are risk-free. Kiyosaki warns against taking unnecessary debt for luxury items instead of investments. Only leverage debt for assets that generate income. Like a rental property or business expansion, reinvest your earnings. The money you earn from passive sources should ideally be reinvested to create more streams of income. This is the snowball effect: money generating more money, creating true financial independence. Think about Kiyosaki's story. As a young man, he realized that relying solely on a job would never make him rich. He began small, saving some money and investing in assets that generated passive income. Over time, these investments compounded, creating multiple streams of money that didn't require him to work extra hours. For example, a small rental property bought with Careful planning not only generated monthly rent but also appreciated in value over time. Dividends from stocks created a monthly income that allowed him to reinvest in new opportunities. Digital products and automated systems he created required effort upfront but continued generating revenue long after. The lesson is clear. Start creating income streams today, no matter how small, and let them grow over time. Habit 3 is as much about thinking differently about money as it is about action. Most people see money as a tool to spend. The wealthy see money as a seed that, when planted wisely, grows into more money. This mindset encourages patience, understanding that wealth doesn't come overnight. Discipline, regularly saving and investing instead of spending impulsively. Creativity, constantly exploring new ways for money to work for you. Kiyosaki says, if you don't make money work for you, it will work against you. Inflation, debts, and rising costs erode the value of money if it's idle or mismanaged. Passive income is the armor against this erosion. Habit 3 is about freedom, security, and empowerment. When you create assets that generate income independently, you gain control over your life, the ability to make choices without financial pressure, peace of mind knowing your money is working for you even when you aren't working. Start today. Look at your current skills, savings, and opportunities. Ask yourself, how can I turn part of my income into a passive income stream? Which assets can I invest in that will grow over time? What small step can I take this week to set the foundation for my financial independence? Even a small start today, repeated consistently, can lead to exponential growth. Kiyosaki's Habit 3 is proof that wealth is created, not inherited. Every dollar you invest in an income-generating asset is a step toward financial freedom. Habit 4. Master the art of self-discipline. Managing your money and life. Imagine standing in front of a river. On one side is your dream life, freedom, success, security, and growth. On the other side is mediocrity, stress, and financial struggle. The bridge between these two sides is self-discipline. Habit 4 is all about mastering this bridge, developing the discipline to manage your money, time, and decisions effectively so your dreams don't just remain fantasies. Robert Kiyosaki emphasizes that without self-discipline, no amount of income, education, or luck can secure financial freedom. Self-discipline is the engine that converts your knowledge, skills, and habits into wealth. The core idea of Habit 4 it focuses on living below your means and controlling your impulses. It's about understanding that every dollar you earn is either a tool for building your future or a seed of debt and stress if spent recklessly. Kiyosaki often points out that the difference between the rich and the poor isn't income, it's behavior. Many people earn a high salary but never save, invest, or plan. Their spending habits destroy their financial potential. The wealthy, on the other hand, have mastered self-discipline. They spend less than they earn, save consistently, and invest strategically. In essence, Habit 4 is the ability to control short-term desires for long-term gains. Why self-discipline is crucial. Prevents lifestyle inflation. When people get raises or bonuses, they often increase their spending proportionally. Kiyosaki calls this living paycheck to paycheck on a higher salary. Self-discipline prevents this trap by ensuring your lifestyle doesn't consume your growth potential, builds financial security. Self-discipline allows you to pay yourself first, saving and investing before spending on unnecessary expenses. This simple habit builds wealth over time, strengthens decision-making. Every financial or life decision has consequences. Habit 4 teaches you to pause, evaluate, and choose actions that align with your long-term goals. Rather than succumbing to impulsive desires, transforms knowledge into wealth. You may know the strategies to invest, save, or start a business, but without self-discipline, knowledge remains wasted potential. Discipline is the bridge that turns knowledge into action. How to apply Habit 4 in real life. Kiyosaki provides practical methods to implement this habit. Track every expense. Awareness is the first step to control. Most people spend without realizing where their money goes. Create a budget or tracking system to identify patterns and find areas to save. Pay yourself first before paying bills, rent, or buying luxuries. Allocate a fixed portion of your income to savings or investments. Even if it's small, consistency compounds over time. Set clear financial goals. Discipline is easier when you have a purpose. Write down goals like save $5,000 in the next year, invest in a rental property within 3 Years build a stock portfolio that generates 1,000 a month. In passive income, these goals act as a roadmap and motivator for disciplined behavior. Avoid impulsive spending. Kiyosaki warns about the danger of instant gratification. Before buying something, ask, do I really need this? Will this contribute to my financial growth or just satisfy a temporary urge? Automate savings and investments. Self-discipline doesn't mean resisting temptation constantly, it means engineering your environment for success. Automate transfers to savings accounts, investment platforms, or retirement funds. Out of sight, out of mind, learn to delay gratification. Successful people understand that temporary sacrifice leads to long-term freedom. This could mean skipping expensive vacations today to invest in your future or postponing luxury purchases until your assets generate real returns. Invest in self-education. Discipline isn't just about money, it's also about improving yourself. Reading, learning new skills, or attending seminars may require time and effort now, but the knowledge gained compounds into wealth over the years. Real-life example as the millionaire next door. Many wealthy individuals live frugally, save diligently, and invest consistently. They don't flaunt wealth, they practice disciplined living. Over decades, small disciplined actions create enormous wealth. Business owners, a disciplined entrepreneur reinvests profits into growth rather than splurging. They understand that patience and strategic planning today lead to massive success tomorrow. Personal application. Consider someone earning 300 a month. Without discipline, the salary disappears in bills, dining, and shopping. With habit 4, they could save 300 a month automatically in a high-interest account, invest 200 a month in dividend-paying stocks, reinvest profits, and gradually build multiple income streams over 10 years. These disciplined actions compound into hundreds of thousands of dollars. The psychological side of self-discipline. Habit 4 is not just about controlling money, it's about training your mind. Kiyosaki emphasizes that financial discipline strengthens character, decision-making, and confidence. Key points: resilience against peer pressure. Many people spend to impress others or keep up with friends. Self-discipline allows you to ignore societal pressures and focus on personal goals. Mental clarity. When your finances are under control, stress reduces. You can make smarter decisions, seize opportunities, and innovate without fear. Empowerment. Discipline creates a sense of control over your life. You're not a slave to expenses, debts, or instant desires. You dictate your financial journey. Habit 4 is about turning knowledge and intention into action. Kiyosaki repeatedly reminds us, the only way to become truly rich is to take control of your financial life through discipline, planning, and smart action. This habit teaches that wealth isn't about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. Invest and grow. Every disciplined choice, no matter how small, is a brick in the foundation of your financial freedom. Think of self-discipline as the muscle that must be trained daily. At first it feels hard. Saying no to a luxury or skipping a purchase may sting. But each time you succeed, your discipline grows stronger, your confidence rises, and your freedom expands. Action steps for habit 4. Create a monthly budget and track spending. Pay yourself first, save and invest automatically. Defeat unnecessary expenses and cut them. Set clear long-term financial goals daily. Gratification by only what aligns with your goals. Invest in knowledge and skills to increase earning potential. Review and adjust your discipline strategies regularly. Kiyosaki's message is clear. Discipline today leads to freedom tomorrow. Without it, money slips through your hands, dreams remain distant, and stress grows. With it, small, consistent actions snowball into immense wealth and independence. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Mastering communication and influence. Imagine building a skyscraper. You have the tools, the materials, the vision, but if the foundation is weak, the building collapses. Communication is the foundation of all relationships, personal, professional, and financial. Habit 5 is all about mastering this foundation, truly understanding others before trying to make them understand you. Robert Kiyosaki emphasizes that wealth and success are not just about money, they're about relationships. The ability to influence, negotiate, and collaborate depends on your emotional intelligence and communication skills. And Habit 5 is the blueprint for building these skills. The core idea of Habit 5 is listen first, speak second. Most people approach conversations with the mindset of convincing, persuading, or defending their point of view. They listen only to respond, not to understand. This approach creates resistance, misunderstanding, and conflict. Habit 5 flips this mindset. Understand others deeply by actively listening, asking questions, and empathizing. You gain insight into other people's motivations, fears, and desires. Respond strategically. Once you truly understand, your words carry weight. People are more receptive to advice, collaboration, or negotiation when they feel heard and valued. Kiyosaki explains that money and business are ultimately people problems, not technical problems. Sales fail, partnerships collapse, and investments flop because people fail to communicate effectively. Habit 5 is the solution. Why Habit 5 is a game changer: builds trust and respect. People naturally gravitate toward those who listen genuinely. Trust is the currency of relationships, and Habit 5 allows you to earn respect effortlessly. Reduces conflicts. Misunderstandings are often the root cause of arguments, failed negotiations, and broken relationships. By seeking to understand first, you diffuse tension and find common ground. Enhances influence. Influence is not about pushing ideas. It's about aligning your goals with others' needs. Understanding first gives you the insight to present ideas that resonate, improves problem solving. Many challenges, financial, business, or personal, stem from miscommunication. Habit 5 equips you with the clarity and perspective needed to solve problems effectively. How to apply Habit 5 in real life. Kiyosaki and Covey provide practical strategies for mastering this habit. Active listening. Focus fully, put away distractions. Make eye contact, nod, and show genuine engagement. Reflect and clarify. Paraphrase what the other person says to ensure understanding. Ask open-ended questions. Encourage them to share more about their thoughts, feelings, and motivations. Empathy in action. Step into their shoes. Ask yourself, why does this matter to them? What problem are they trying to solve? Empathy doesn't mean agreeing, it means understanding. This understanding is the key to influencing effectively. Control your response. Avoid reacting impulsively or defensively. Pause and consider the other person's perspective before speaking. This habit trains patience and emotional intelligence. Essential skills for leadership and negotiation. Communicate your vision clearly. Once you've understood the other person, present your ideas in alignment with their needs. Use you language. Instead of saying "I want," say "this can help you." This simple shift makes your message more persuasive. Apply Habit 5 in business. Sales. Instead of pitching, ask questions to uncover client needs. Tailor your solution to their goals. Partnerships. Understand what motivates your partners. Find win-win solutions. Negotiations. Listening first gives you leverage. You understand their priorities and can propose terms that satisfy both sides. Apply Habit 5 in personal life, family, and friends. Listening first strengthens bonds, prevents misunderstandings, and fosters respect. Mentorship. Before giving advice, understand the mentee's goals, fears, and mindset. Your guidance will be far more effective. Real-life example: Steve Jobs was known for his vision, but his ability to understand user needs deeply made Apple products revolutionary. He didn't just push tech. He listened to what people truly wanted, then created solutions that felt intuitive. A skilled negotiator listens more than they speak. They uncover hidden motivations and craft agreements that seem like win-win for both parties. Habit 5 transforms you into this type of negotiator. Personal scenario. Imagine two colleagues disagreeing on a project. Instead of arguing, you ask, "Can you explain your approach? What are your main concerns?" By understanding their perspective, you can suggest a solution that satisfies both, turning conflict into collaboration. Psychological benefits: reduces stress. Miscommunication often leads to tension. Listening first removes assumptions, reduces anxiety, and creates clarity. Boosts confidence. Understanding others deeply allows you to respond intelligently. Strengthening your confidence in social and professional interactions. Enhances influence and leadership. People follow those who truly understand them. Habit 5 is the cornerstone of effective leadership and mentorship. Habit 5 is more than a communication tool, it's a life philosophy. Kiyosaki emphasizes that your wealth, business success, and relationships depend on your ability to connect with people on a meaningful level. Think of this habit as a superpower, the ability to turn conflict into collaboration, ideas into action, and strangers into allies. Every conversation becomes an opportunity to understand, influence, and grow. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. The richest people in the world aren't just rich in money, they're rich in relationships, trust, and influence. Habit 5 teaches you to build this richness in every aspect of life. Action steps for habit 5. Practice active listening daily. Fully engage in every conversation. Ask open-ended questions to understand the other person's perspective. Reflect and paraphrase to ensure clarity. Pause before responding. Avoid reacting. Emotionally align your communication with the other person's needs. Apply this habit in business, negotiations, sales, partnerships, and leadership. Strengthen personal relationships by listening first and responding with empathy. Habit 5 transforms how you relate to the world. It is the difference between friction and flow, failure and success, missed opportunities and lifelong partnerships. By mastering this habit, you don't just talk, you connect, influence, and inspire. Habit 6. Synergize the power of creative collaboration. I mean, a single note played on a piano, it's beautiful, but it's just one note. Now imagine a symphony where every instrument, every musician blends into something greater than the sum of its parts. That's synergy, the essence of habit 6. Robert Kiyosaki emphasizes that wealth and success aren't just about individual effort, they're about collaboration, teamwork, and leveraging the strengths of others. Habit 6 is about creating win-win solutions by combining diverse talents, perspectives, and energies. The core idea of habit 6 is the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Most people approach work, business, and relationships with a mindset of competition or individualism. They think, if I do it alone, I'll control everything and succeed. Habit 6 flips this mindset completely. Value diversity. Recognize that every person brings unique strengths, experiences, and ideas. Leverage strengths. Use these differences to create solutions and results that you could never achieve alone. Collaborate creatively. True synergy emerges when people combine their efforts in a spirit of trust, openness, and creativity. Kiyosaki explains that money multiplies faster when you leverage networks, partnerships, and teams. The rich don't do everything themselves, they synergize with others, combining skills, knowledge, and influence to achieve extraordinary results. Why habit 6 is a game changer. Unlocks creativity and innovation. Alone, your perspective is limited. Collaboration brings fresh ideas and approaches that expand possibilities. Build stronger relationships when you actively value others' contributions. You foster trust, respect, and loyalty. Solves complex problems. Challenges financial, business, or personal are rarely solved by a single mind. Synergy allows diverse ideas to create superior solutions. Amplifies success. Working with the right people multiplies your output, influence, and impact. Habit 6 turns small efforts into exponential results. How to apply habit 6 in real life. Habit 6 is not just theory, it's practical, actionable, and transformative. Here's how to apply it. Value differences. Seek out people whose skills, mindset, or perspective complement yours. Avoid dismissing ideas that don't match your own. Different viewpoints are often the source of breakthrough solutions. Communicate openly. Synergy requires transparency and honesty. Share your goals, challenges, and vision clearly. Encourage others to do the same. Open communication builds trust and invites collaboration. Focus on win-win solutions. Approach every interaction with the mindset, how can we both win? In business, instead of pushing your agenda, find solutions that benefit your partners, clients, and team. Encourage creativity. Brainstorm without judgment. Let ideas flow freely. Recognize that some of the best solutions come from combining multiple imperfect ideas into one powerful strategy. Leverage strengths strategically. Identify what each person does best and assign roles accordingly. In business, this could mean partnering with someone for their expertise in marketing while you handle finance. In personal life, it could mean sharing household responsibilities according to each person's strengths. Resolve conflicts with synergy when disagreements arise. Resist the urge to dominate or compromise unnecessarily. Instead, combine the best aspects of each perspective into a creative solution that satisfies all parties. Real-life example: as the Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur Wright, didn't invent flight alone, they synergized. One focused on mechanics, the other on aerodynamics. And together they achieved what no individual could. Business teams, successful startups often thrive because the founders bring complementary skills, tech expertise, marketing, finance, and vision, creating results far beyond what one person could do. Personal example: imagine planning a family trip. One person is good at logistics, another at budgeting, and another at entertainment. By combining strengths, the trip is smoother, more enjoyable, and memorable for everyone. Psychological benefits reduces stress and overwhelm. You don't have to do everything yourself. Synergy allows you to share responsibilities and create more effective solutions. Boosts confidence. Collaborating successfully shows that together, you can tackle challenges beyond individual capacity. Enhances creativity and problem-solving skills. Exposure to diverse perspectives stretches your thinking and opens doors to solutions you would never find alone. Habit 6 teaches a profound lesson. No one succeeds alone. Robert Kiyosaki often points out that the rich build teams, partnerships, and networks because they understand the exponential power of collaboration. Think of Habit 6 as a superpower, the ability to turn small groups into forces that can change industries, communities, and lives. Every project, negotiation, or relationship becomes an opportunity to create something bigger, better, and more impactful than what you could achieve alone. Synergy is not just cooperation. It's creating something new, something greater, something extraordinary together. By embracing Habit 6, you stop thinking small and start thinking in terms of networks, partnerships, and collaborative impact. It's about multiplying your efforts through relationships, trust, and creative problem-solving action. Steps for Habit 6: seek out partnerships and collaborations where strengths complement. Weaknesses: practice open and honest communication to build trust. Brainstorm freely without judgment to encourage creativity. Focus on win-win outcomes in every negotiation, business deal, or personal interaction. Identify and leverage each person's unique strengths. Transform conflicts into opportunities for synergy. Applies energy daily at work, in your relationships, and in your personal growth. Habit 6 transforms how you work with others. It's the secret behind successful startups, thriving partnerships, and meaningful relationships. Mastering synergy turns individual effort into collective power and opens doors to opportunities, creativity, and wealth that would otherwise remain out of reach. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. Continuous growth and self-renewal. Imagine a saw that you use to cut wood every day. The more you use it, the duller it becomes. No matter how strong your hands are or how skilled you are, a dull saw will slow you down, make the work harder, and reduce your effectiveness. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw is all about self-renewal, taking the time to maintain and improve yourself so that you can perform at your best in every area of life. Robert Kiyosaki emphasizes that true success is not just about working harder or smarter, it's about continuously improving yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Habit 7 is the culmination of all the previous habits because without self-renewal, you cannot sustain high performance or reach your full potential. The core idea of Habit 7, it is about balanced, holistic growth. It's not enough to be skilled in business or finance if your health, mindset, or relationships are neglected. To sharpen the saw means to invest in yourself regularly, ensuring that your personal growth keeps pace with your ambitions. There are 4 dimensions of renewal in Habit 7. Physical renewal, taking care of your body through exercise, nutrition, and rest. Mental renewal, expanding your knowledge, learning new skills, and challenging your mind. Emotional, social renewal, building strong relationships, practicing empathy, and managing emotions. Spiritual renewal, reflecting on values, purpose, and connecting with something larger than yourself. Kiyosaki points out that neglecting any of these areas weakens your overall effectiveness. A sharp saw, your body, mind, heart, and soul is essential for achieving sustained success. Why Habit 7 is a game changer. Sustains high performance by investing in yourself. You maintain energy, focus, and creativity over the long term, prevents burnout. Continuous effort without renewal leads to exhaustion, frustration, and stagnation. Habit 7 protects you from this, enhances problem solving. A healthy mind and body can think more clearly, innovate more effectively, and make better decisions. Builds resilience. Regular renewal strengthens your ability to handle stress, setbacks, and challenges. Kiyosaki emphasizes that the rich, successful, and high-performing individuals prioritize self-renewal. They understand that wealth and skills are amplified when they maintain themselves in peak condition. How to apply Habit 7 in real life. Here's how to make Habit 7 actionable in your daily routine. 1. Physical renewal. Exercise regularly. Engage in activities that strengthen your body and boost energy. It could be weight training, running, yoga, or even daily walks. Eat intentionally. Fuel your body with nutritious foods that support energy, focus, and long-term health. Rest and recovery. Sleep is non-negotiable. Prioritize 7-8 hours of quality sleep each night. 2. Mental renewal. Read and learn. Commit to daily reading or learning something new. Books, courses, podcasts, or online tutorials can expand your knowledge and skills. Challenge your mind, solve problems. Play strategy games or engage in creative hobbies that stretch your thinking. Reflect and plan. Journaling or reviewing your goals sharpens your mental focus and helps track progress. 3. Emotional and social renewal. Cultivate relationships. Spend time with supportive friends, mentors, and family who uplift you. Practice empathy and kindness. Understanding others' perspectives improves your connections and emotional intelligence. Manage emotions. Meditation, mindfulness, or counseling can help maintain emotional balance. 4. Spiritual renewal. Connect with purpose. Reflect on your values, mission, and what truly matters to you. Practice gratitude. Daily acknowledgement of blessings improves mindset and overall well-being. Engage in meaningful activities. Prayer, meditation, nature walks, or volunteer work can strengthen your spiritual self. Real-life example is entrepreneur. Successful business owners like Elon Musk or Oprah Winfrey emphasize routines that include self-care, learning, and reflection. They understand that their performance is directly tied to their physical, mental, and emotional health. Athletes. Professional athletes follow strict routines to sharpen the saw. Physical training, mental conditioning, and emotional support systems to ensure peak performance. Personal example, imagine someone working 12-hour days without rest. Over time, they get exhausted, lose focus, and make poor decisions. Now contrast that with someone who schedules workouts, reads for an hour daily, and spends quality time with family. They approach work with energy, creativity, and clarity. Psychological benefits: increased energy. Regular renewal boosts stamina, concentration, and mental clarity. Reduced stress. Mindful practices, exercise, and reflection lower stress and anxiety. Improved focus. Sharpening your mind through learning and planning enhances decision-making. Enhance motivation. When you take care of yourself, you feel more confident, capable, and motivated to achieve goals. Habit 7 reminds us that you are your most valuable asset. Every habit, every skill, every relationship you build depends on your ability to sustain yourself. Kiyosaki often emphasizes that wealth is meaningless if you lack health, happiness, and balance. Think of Habit 7 as the ultimate investment, an investment in yourself. The returns are exponential. More energy, sharper thinking, stronger relationships, and the ability to create lasting success. Sharpen the saw daily and your potential will multiply. Neglect it and no amount of money, skill, or effort can compensate for what is lost. Mastering Habit 7 transforms your life from constant struggle to sustainable growth, from burnout to peak performance. It completes the circle of the first 6 habits, enabling you to live a life of balance, effectiveness, and extraordinary impact. Action steps for Habit 7. Schedule time daily for physical exercise and proper nutrition. Commit to continuous learning. Read, take courses, or engage in skill-building activities. Nurture relationships and practice emotional intelligence. Dedicate time for reflection, meditation, or spiritual practices. Balance work and personal life to avoid burnout. Track your growth across all dimensions: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Make renewal an unnegotiable part of your routine. Habit 7 is the cornerstone of sustainable success. It teaches that personal growth is ongoing, multidimensional, and essential for achieving lasting impact. By sharpening your saw, you ensure that you are always ready, capable, and inspired to pursue your highest goals.